this video, we're going to walk through how to kind of set up this executive functioning skills assessment. So the first step right here is you're going to make a copy of this Google Sheet. So you're going to go ahead and make a copy. The reason you're making a copy of this Google Sheet is because on the next couple steps, we're going to use Autocrat and we're going to be creating a folder. So we have some things to do here, but the reason, again, it's the Google Sheet and not the form is because it's going to have all of these formulas set up. If you want to see the Google form or you want to send it to your students, you will go into Tools, Manage Form, and then you'll hit Edit Form, and then you're able to send it off. Do not change any of the questions or anything like that because they are set up with all these formulas. So again, right here, you can turn on the email response and you can send this to your student. So again, I would go in and I'd go to Settings, Responses, and then I would set this up so that it would collect the email addresses, but it would also be in my organization. And then I would hit the send button and put this in my Google Classroom. Now that I have that ready to go, I will then go in here and I would use the extension Autocrat. I'm going to hit launch. Autocrat is what's setting this up to send an email response with this Google slide to my students with their results. So again, my students are going to go ahead, they're going to set all of that up, and I'm going to click this edit button. Once I have that edit button, I'm just going to make sure some of these things are working, okay? So right here, I've got the job title. I'm going to hit next. I've got it pulling to that questionnaire slide. It's perfect. I'm making sure everything is tagged and has a place to go. I'm then going to make sure that my names look good. I want it to be a PDF, so that all looks good. And then right here, rather than results 1, I would go ahead and I would remove this folder, go to my Google Drive, and I'm going to create a new folder that would say like how executive function or skills quiz or whatever you want to call it. And I want everything to go in there. And you might already have another folder where you want it to go, and that's fine. So again, I'm going to go ahead and click that folder. Next. You can go ahead and hit next here. And then I want it to send. So I want it to send to my student's email address, and I want them to exactly see what I said. You could add more. You could add a video resource. You could add whatever you need to, or next steps for them, but I'm good with this. I'm going to tell them what to do with it later. So then I'm going to hit next, and then I want it to run on a trigger. That means anytime they finish it, it's going to send to them. I'm going to go ahead and hit save. So down here, you can see the Autocrat over on this page. And when I just kind of want to delete these ones just to make sure it works. And again, I'm not deleting the top part of Autocrat. I'm just deleting the 2 row all the way kind of down. So anywhere there's stuff in there, I want to delete it. And anytime I need to resend it to somebody, you can just delete it. And then I'm going to hit play. And it's going to run the job of Autocrat. So again, here are my students' scores. It's starting the Autocrat. And then I'm able to see how my students did on this assessment. So right here, I can click the document, and I can see that this student has 18 on goal, directed, persistence. So that is an area I could support them. And then I can see, okay, next I might work on this area, and so on. So again, I want to give them strategy so that way they can be ready to go with their learning. Here's another one, and your students, again, will get an email with whatever email they signed up with to their inbox to also see their results. And then you can start to work on some of these skills with your students. Let me know if you need any help. But again, here is the make a copy of the Google Sheet. You should not need these, but just in case you want to see anything, here are additional resources for you.